Melbourne car attack, driver had mental health issues, no terror connection. Melbourne, Australia, CNN. The driver of the car which ploughed into Christmas shoppers in Melbourne Thursday had a history of drug use and mental health issues, police said. Acting Chief Commissioner of Victoria Police Shane Patton told reporters that while the crash was considered to be deliberate, there was no evidence of a link to terrorism. 18 people were injured, including at least one young child, when the car hit pedestrians outside Melbourne's iconic Flinders Street station just after 4:40 p.m. Police said the 32-year-old driver was the sole occupant of the white Suzuki 4WD at the time of the crash. As an Australian citizen of Afghan descent who was known to police but only for minor offences. A second man arrested at the scene is not believed to be connected to the incident, police said. There's been no change in the state's threat levels. The streets outside Melbourne's iconic Flinders Street station was busy with commuters and shoppers Thursday when witnesses said the SUV ploughed into people crossing the street. Witnesses told CNN affiliate 7 Network they saw people flung into the air after being hit by the car, which was barreling down the road at around 60 miles per hour, 100 kph. Police arrived on the scene within 15 seconds and the man was taken into custody by an off-duty police officer after attempting to resist arrest, Patton said. Both the man and the police officer were injured in the scuffle. A 24-year-old man was also arrested at the scene, after he was seen filming the incident on his phone. Police found 3 knives in his bag. The man is being interviewed by police but Patton said at this stage, "We don't yet have any relationship established between the 24-year-old man and the driver. In fact, there may be no relationship between them." The driver was known to Victorian police due to historical assault matters and a history of drug use. "We understand he is on a mental health plan and receiving treatment for a mental illness," Patton said. People gather at the scene of where a car ran over pedestrians in Flinders Street in Melbourne on December 21, 2017. Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews called it a terrible, evil cowardly act, but said there was no need to change the state's threat level. He urged Victorians to go about their business as usual and enjoy the holiday season. Flinders Street is one of Melbourne's busiest pedestrian roads, running between a major train station and the bustling city centre. It would have been crowded with commuters and shoppers making their final purchases in the days before Christmas. Paramedics took 19 people to nearby hospitals, including the driver. 2 others were treated at the scene. Victoria Police spokesman Com. Russell Baird told reporters several of those injured were in a critical condition. Among them was a preschool-age child who was taken to hospital with a head injury, and is in a serious condition, Ambulance Victoria said. It just ploughed into the crowds. Jim Stupas, owner of the Walker's Donut Shop on Elizabeth Street, told CNN he saw an SUV going about 60 miles an hour, 100 kph, down Flinders Street. It just ploughed into the crowds, he said. We heard this noise and we looked up, then we just heard bang, bang, bang and people flying everywhere. We had a lot of customers in our shop and they were traumatized. Another witness, Cameron Van Borstel, said he assumed the car had crashed into a tram when he heard a loud bang from the direction of Flinders Street. I went down the street to have a look. I saw about 2 or 3 people lying still in the street. People were helping. he told CNN. Concrete bollards were erected along the side of some Melbourne city roads by the government in June, after a number of vehicle-related terror attacks around the world. The streets and landmarks around Melbourne's Flinders Street station have been the target of multiple attempted terrorist plots, all foiled by police within the past year. Less than a month ago, a man was charged with terrorism offences over a plan to shoot as many people as he could on New Year's Eve at Federation Square, a large public space beside the station. In December 2016, Australian police announced they had foiled a plot to blow up improvised explosive devices around Melbourne's city centre on Christmas Day, including Flinders Street station. It was described as one of the most substantial terrorist plots that have been disrupted over the last several years. Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull said in a statement his thoughts and prayers were with the victims of the shocking incident, and pledged federal authorities would work with Victoria's security agencies to investigate. Bill Shorten, leader of the opposition Labour Party, said there were shocking scenes coming out of Melbourne. "Credit to first responders who are doing us proud once again," he said, thinking of everyone caught up in this atrocity. The incident comes almost 1 year after 6 people were killed when a car plowed into pedestrians along Melbourne's Bourke Street Mall in January, just a few streets north of Flinders Street station. Police said that incident was not terror-related. Plans for a public memorial to mark that event were announced this week by Victorian Premier Andrews. CNN's Jesus Sun contributed to this report.